Well, hello, folks. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend. Streaming on a Monday. Who this? It's Joel Duggan because Satisfactory Update 5 hits the experimental branch tomorrow. And I'd like to get this save up to an unlocked train situation before we get there. So we're going to do that. And we're going to load up the save from yesterday. And probably focus on a couple of fuel plants and the things we need for trains first. And then we'll go back and finish up the screws. If you're new to Satisfactory, you can do Bang Factory in chat or follow the link that Cosmic Dancer just provided for you. So, I did a couple things last night. The first of which is very obvious. I took a very slow belt of screws out of the bin that we set up, and I have them marching across and attaching to our main feed. So we now have screws coming into the storage system, which is great. We don't have to worry about running over there to get more when we need them. They're all just going to be in here as time marches on. I also set up a manufacturer here to do some manual construction for us. So right now this is making heavy modular frames, and they're coming around and going into here because we need a few of these for the next milestone. I'm going to pop that up on the top right hand corner of the screen as well. May have a question for you right off the bat around what time does tomorrow the update come out, and if you know, and what kind of timing you're planning on streaming. So tomorrow it's 2 p.m. Central, I think, is when their stream starts, but that's European Central Time. You should be able to check it either on the Satisfactory Twitter account or the Satisfactory Discord. I can check that on my first break. Tier 6.3. Select milestone. So we can do the steel stuff right away. 100 of those frames is going to be tricky. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making the computers won't be a big deal. But I think we need to go get some plastic. That's probably the next thing. Yeah. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put rubber in one and plastic in the other. And this is working on just extra encased steel beams for us, I think. Put the extra circuit boards over here. Yes, I'm pretty sure that Update 5 comes out at, I think I did it quickly for my math for my streaming. I think it comes out at 4 o'clock my time. So not until later in the UK. They announced it on the dev stream on Tuesday. I should have clipped it. All right. So we need more plastic. That's number 1. And that's fine. We'll go. We've got enough room in our inventory. Yeah. We'll grab the truck, the tractor, and we'll go get some more plastic. Actually, if we're going to go all the way out there, do we have access to fuel yet? I think we do. Fuel generators. I need to build at least one of those. Plus, I need to build a couple of refineries. So let's see. And heavy modular frames. Oh, I missed it. I don't have to drive all the way out there again, so while we're out there, we should try to build a quick fuel generator. So we'll grab some of those. Motors. I do like the fact that the game gives you a hit list. Don't think I need two. The rest of that stuff we're going to have to craft on our own. There's 4. I must have these somewhere. Hey, Mixed Duggan, how's it going? Jay Price, good to see you. I'm not sure what happened to all my stuff. To put it away somewhere. Missing screws. And I don't know where we're going to get 5 computers. One more day above the roses. Nice. Good quote. So I just need screws and circuit boards, which I just put in here. One last trip. By the time we get back, this bin will have probably emptied quite a bit into the storage system. It's not that far. It's just annoying. I really wish we could paint the hub. So while we're out at the plastic plant, oh wow, they take a lot of circuit boards. Can I make circuit boards? I can. So yeah, while we're out at the plastic and rubber situation, we'll add some power and maybe turn on another couple of refineries so that we're really going to fill up on plastic and rubber. I think we're going to have to grab more plastic out of the shelves too. The bins, rather. Unless I get 40. If I can get 40, I'm okay. Don't think we're going to make it. Nope. What's the grand plan? So we're going to finish making 1, 2, 3 of those, and then we're going to make 4 computers. We're going to make a fuel generator and a couple of refineries out at the plastic place, the plastic plant. That'll add to our power grid. And then we're going to bring as much plastic as we can home. Now I need another couple of these. All right, that should be good. I probably don't need... This is the fun part about the system, is that I have an actual input, like an input chest in Minecraft. So I can say, I don't need those. I don't need that many of those. And I think that's everything. And if it doesn't get filtered, it gets sent to the awesome sink, so it's all good. I should probably bring more plates. I will bring one more roll of these just because we probably have to make pipes, which I believe take... Yeah, okay. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. I'm glad that you like the storage system. For folks that are Minecraft fans, there's a brand new episode of the Spawn Chunks out right now. Published that about 20 or 30 minutes ago. It's episode 164. Oh, did I miss the turn? I missed the turn. Johnny and I talked about the new music in the game. We talked about the mob vote and skulk stuff in the Bedrock beta. It was a fun conversation. We focused mostly on the Allay and the Copper Golem. Jay Price, yeah, this is it's another Transformer save. We're doing the Metroplex build in this one. And what this is the experimental branch. You can see it in the top left-hand corner. This is where Coffee Stain publishes their updates about a month ahead of where they publish them in the early access version. So the early access version is the more stable game. This is just a save that we put together quickly. It's still fun, and it's a great way to kind of test and practice builds and kind of design some sections that we want to bring over into the Devastator build. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to get ourselves up to the train tier so that when update 5 comes out tomorrow, we can jump right in and start messing around with train stations, train stops, train signals, train collisions, see how that works. I think it's gonna be interesting. But we just unlocked fuel power, so that's good. That means we're basically good to go as long as we can continue to produce computers and modular frames. We're going to have to automate those at some point. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. We're going to have to upscale some of our production. Right now our bottleneck is steel and coal. That's our bottleneck. And we need to do a lot of screws. Screws are what's happening next after we get a little bit of extra power. Because I don't think I have enough power to turn on the entire screw factory. I think if I did that, it would shut the system down. So we're going to increase our plastic and rubber production. And then hopefully tomorrow what we can end up doing is put a train from here back to the main platform so that we don't have to come out here and get plastic ever again. I'm also realizing with the amount of time that I've spent driving out here back and forth, I probably could have run a belt the whole way back. It just would have been very expensive and a pain in the butt. we're going to go for plastic first. Grab some rubber. It's not a very long road trip. I've certainly had to drive farther. I find the road back and forth to my northern forest base more tedious. This is pretty flat. There's not a lot of big hills. So the other thing while we're here is we're going to also add some power. And I think we're just going to do that in a separate situation. So we've got this guy over here that we can just add stuff to. And that's probably going to be the easiest thing. So, what are you pulling out? You are a 240 per minute. Is that a normal? I feel like that's normal. Don't remember what the other one is. Is this also 240? 120. That's normal. So that means that the other one is a pure node. That's right. 2 pure and 2 normal, I think is what's here. If I remember from my other save. So what we'll do is I want to leave this for more plastic production, so we'll temporarily set up something quick here. Okay, so that's 240 plus we can overclock it if we wanted to. Didn't bring any shards, but that's fine. We won't need to this time. Fuel generators. They take... Can't remember what that costs to... What did I, oh, I'm missing rubber. I put all my rubber in the truck. Just put this here for now. So that's going to give us 150 megawatts. I think it only takes 12 fuel. So then we need to figure out how to get fuel out of this guy. Fuel, which makes polymer resin. So it's 60 to 40, or residual fuel, which is 60 to 40 with no extra output. It's going to be easier to set up the polymer resin for now, because we do have polymer plastic and stuff as well. But what we're going to do is, actually that's not a bad idea. Could use residual pack 60. And that puts out 30. We can just sink it for now, or we could make more. Okay. So the first thing we need to make is fuel and polymer resin. So we're just going to go straight at, I think, a simple solution here. And let's say we'll build this way. Whoops. I just realized I need quartz. We don't have a lot of quartz. Obieville, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. How'd you find the stream? We're quickly putting up some extra power. So we will take this and turn it right, and it will just start to go into refineries. So we'll put the refinery production, refinery starts there. We'll put it on this block here, and we'll say that should be enough room. Yeah. And I didn't bring enough steel pipe. Whoops. Okay, well, that's fine. That's always the problem early in the game, I find. I forget about that kind of stuff. I do like to get this stuff up high if I can. Should be okay. Plan for later on when we have more material with us. So that will do this refinery, which is going to make fuel. We will have to take the polymer resin and send it out. And then the fuel generator, I think for now, will just plop right next to this. Because it's really not going to be something we can do again until the next time we're out here. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's do a pipeline again. And then this will just come out. And guess we'll just send it straight. One, two, three, four, five, six. 3. I think that's straight. Oh no, not even close. Not even close. What I should be doing is turning this polymer into plastic, but we'll have to wait for the next trip out here to do that. That's there. That's on the outside. We'll have to have another merger here. Now we just have to pull some power. Should be pretty easy. And one last bit around here to the side. I don't know where this is. I think it's in the back. Yep. Right. So that should now be producing crude oil. Crude oil is going to get turned into fuel. Byproduct is polymer resin. And the fuel should be being turned into power. We should see a power jump up to 18 and 12. Sweet. There we go. There's the boost. Yeah, we're getting kind of close here, so it's nice to have a little bit more headroom. That'll do for now. We'll have to come back and add more fuel gens because we are producing 40 per minute, which means we can have another 3 of these easily. 2 more, for sure. Thanks for the lurk, Screwgun. Appreciate it. Help me understand what he's building. Adding some extra power. I hopefully just explained it. I don't have a lot of plastic. I guess I should grab more. You know, when you're outside, the night doesn't really take that long to pass. The moonlight does okay. Take all that with us, and we'll take all this with us too. I should be able to turn on another one of these, no problem. That will mean the next time we come out, we should have twice as much plastic. That's going to produce another 10 for residue. That should be fine. Should be good. How are we doing for tickets? Nice. Very cool. More complex Subnautica. I've never played Subnautica. I've seen it played briefly, but haven't spent any time in it myself. So essentially we need to get a few more things automated back at the base, and unlocking fuel was what we did last stream. So this stream, building a fuel gen is the first thing we need to do, but the next thing we need to do is set up some automation. Like I've got heavy modular frames going. I should probably set up a temporary constructor doing computers. I'll set that up probably near where we're set up for screws. Road trip or home trip? Yeah, definitely. The autosave on this playthrough is minimal. Should get the sulfur. You forget when you're replaying when you're early game, you're like, wait a minute, I don't have any of that. I should get that. Oh yeah, the autosave lag there is like 5 minutes. I would stop playing the game. I would just be like, I'm done. I can't do this. Trying to widen this road every time I come down here. Get rid of some trees. I wish we got the wood and stuff by running it over, but we don't. I don't know if they come back or not, but yeah, you can totally run them over. It's just the bushes. It's the kind of stuff that you can collect with your hand. Not something that requires a chainsaw. If we ran into a big tree, it would just stop the tractor. Same with the little nut bushes. I've never played Factory Town. I think I've seen it on Steam. It's very similar to a lot of factory, you know, building games. It's got its own quirks, of course, but I like the first-person nature of it. I like the scale. I like how big everything is. I do find that fun. How many of these do we get built? 17. That's going all right. I need to put some rubber away. Oh, nope, that goes down in here. And some plastic. Oh, too big of a jump. This needs some more coal. We'll get some more coal too. Get some quartz and sulfur put away. Need pipes. Plates. Now, modular frames I can probably store in here. What's the constructor? Heavy modular frames. Because what I'm thinking is that this makes 2 per minute. Oh, it needs more screws. 200 screws per minute. Let's change the speed of that belt. That should help that along a little bit better. Everything else is good. Can't remember the speed for these either. Both of them are under 60. That's good. So a manufacturer has computers, and that's okay, so we'd have to make circuit boards. I need another 50 circuit boards. I can probably just make those by hand. I think so. Oh man, wait till you see a Mark V belt. They're bananas. Circuit boards. So this won't take too long. Just getting 50 of these, I think. Yeah, screws are something you need a lot of. I highly recommend taking a little adventure before you start getting into big production and looking for hard drives, because the stitched iron plates really help you out with screws early on. Right now, we have these guys, which take 100 screws a piece, and that's our big, I think between that and computers, that's the big sink. Yes, it's a cup of coffee. It's just something that you can hold in your hand that's got like a low profile that doesn't get in your way. You can use the Xeno Zapper too. That's a little bit easier when I'm pointing at things, I find. Yep. Yep. He definitely keeps it from spilling around. All right, so those take 100 screws. How many screws do computers take? 50. So they're heavy on the screws as well. Heavy on the screws as well. So 4 bins plus a constructor. So we should make another manufacturer just to kind of get those computers going, because they do take a long time. I need 5 of those. Where can I put this? Let's put it over here. All this stuff is just temporary. We're going to end up ripping this out anyway. But I figure if I'm going to go over there and build screw constructors, I might as well have something happening automatically here. We don't have to just do it by hand. It'd be nice. So we can do, let's go with something like this. This is going to make computers. Screws also have to be up over the limits. So screws. Everything else can be just a regular belt. cable, plastic, and what was the other thing? Screws, plastic, cable, circuit board. So we'll do plastic, cable, and circuit board. Plastic. Oh, I can't build there. Cable. Circuit boards. So how many of these does it need? Oh, missing cable. Uh, 220. 400. No, that's a lot. That's like 500. Should be okay. At least for a little while. I'll check it the next time I come back. So now we need to refill on pole. No, we're good for plates. Cable. And good for concrete. Maybe we'll grab a little bit more. Nice that it comes in stacks of 500 now. I don't think I need heavy modular frames, so we'll put those back. And rods. Oh, you can totally build up. That's how we got got all this going. Everything here that's not grass or dirt or rocks is something that I built. Yeah, screws, space, like you just need a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So the floor up here is going to be screws. We have some going already, but we need to get the rest going. And these, I believe, are the inputs. Yep. So we need to turn these guys around. They're centered on this row here. It's probably going to be in the way when you get to the power pole. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a thing. We're going to have to repower these anyway. Double check to make sure this lines up. Yep. Oh, same thing. Goes here. We need a total of 72 constructors making screws. And I don't think we're going to keep these power poles as the permanent solution. We're going to try to do probably power from the roof, would be my guess. It does look kind of neat when you power them this way, but ultimately it's a lot easier to track if you do it one by one. Those are not powered. And those are not powered. There we go. That should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, I'm going to make these screws. You're all seeing me do this. This didn't work last time. The settings did not stay. Once they got powered, they forgot their setting. I don't know whether that's a leftover bug from the experimental. I don't know whether that happens in early access, because I keep on forgetting to do this until last, and it's a pain in the butt to do last, so I'm doing it now. Need these. Less falling down is good. Okay, so that is 24 out of 72. And we need to do this again. And where did we leave the hole? We left the strip there. We've got more of those to build too, down below. So we're going to have the export coming up here and all coming out this way. So then if we've got 40 screws per minute times 12, that's 480. That's our fastest belt. We don't have anything that can do more than that. That's brand new. So we can't hook up the all the screws to the same belt. So if we did something like this, we'd have to make sure that there's enough room to put a lift, and I don't think there is. No. So then this would have to be here, which is fine because it gives us a nice like row to walk down. Fox Nakamori subscribed to Tier 1 for 15 months in a row. I also missed a sub earlier. I'm just realizing this. Cosmic Dancer, you must have subbed before I started, did you? Before I got to the computer. 39 months from Cosmic and 15 months from Fox Nakamori. Thank you very much to you both. I really appreciate it. Folks, if you're hanging out in the chat and you want to join the Discord, then you can use a Prime Gaming sub, a Tier 1 sub, or you can join Patreon and get access to the Joel Duggan Discord. That's shared with my personal Patreon, my Twitch channel, and the Siddle Cafe podcast. So there's a lot of people in there. So the next row of constructors would end up being on this row here. Which means that we'd have an input on this row. A constructor going this way. Oops. And that would be the end, because after that we'd have another export coming out this side. And that's the end of the building. So that would give us on this floor 12, 24, 36, 48 out of the 72. So just a little over half of what we need. Trying to think about where we can put some holes in the floor. We could probably squeeze something in here. We put a walkway along here. We could remove these and get some light going down. If you deconstruct something, you do not lose the materials. No, it ends up back in your inventory, which is great. It's a great feature. They really kind of got rid of a lot of the punish the player mechanics in the games like this, because that would get really frustrating, I think. Was that the outside? No. Right. I realize on this build we just seem to be making a lot of big squares, but it's because all the cool decoration parts are coming tomorrow in the update. We're going to get triangles and sloped roofs, and I'm going to be able to play around with all kinds of stuff in here. It's going to be awesome. So I'm trying to only do like the corners and then leave the rest. Alright, and these ones we needed, there's 24 smelters. Is 720. 720 divided by 15 is 48. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are our 4 rows for these guys here. And these are exports, yes. And I think I was running them all down this side because we had more room on this side, if I remember correctly. Yes, yeah, we got lots more room. So that's why we're setting things up on this side. Okay, so then that's a splitter. I need this to be a merger. This is going to be... Now wait a minute, does this need to have its own thing? 15 rods per minute. 15 times 24, 360. We can fit that on a belt. So we can tighten this up a little bit. These are exporting onto their own row. These are exporting onto their own row, but we could combine them to have 360, right? What's 360? 360 divided by 10 rods, 36. Yeah, so we could take this upstairs, the one with one lift, and then we'd have to split it 3 ways, which is doable. And that could feed. Oh wow, we don't need it at all. It might be better to keep them separate, you know, because then That's 180. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Each of these need 120. Yeah, we still have to divide it by 3. So combining them is actually a good idea because it's an easier number to divide by 3. We already have it spread out, so I guess we can just do it the way that we were doing it. So it would be 180 and 180 coming out of this. Together they'd be 360. The 180s we'd have to split in 3 to get down to 60s, and then combine 2 of them together. That's more work. So this technically we could do that way. Gives us a way to walk down the middle. And here is going to be a splitter. That may end up going down the other way, I'm not sure. Because we've got this output here is 6 of these. Yes. So that's 360 ingots. And that's powering, or will be doing, that's rods. So 360 divided by 15 is 24. So this can do this entire row. This double row. Provided I don't switch it around. I do. That needs to be split. One, 2, 30, 90. No, that's 180. Yeah, it's 180. And 180 divided by 15. 12. Okay, that's right. So it does 6 here, 6 there. And then the other side does 6 here, 6 there. And then the other ones we have to bring down either along the middle. We don't have room along the wall. At least not the way that this is going. We could put them down the middle here. That might actually work. I'm sure there's enough room, but just in case. think that'll work. Plus it'll look cool. Where do the raw materials come from? They come from miners. So right there, there's a node. It's underneath all that concrete, but you build a miner on top of it and it's just endless supply. Is there a node? Can we see an empty one anywhere? I've got most of these ones that are close by tapped. Don't see one. Yeah, they look like kind of like a jumble of rocks. They're pretty obvious. And they've usually got like a big chunk of minerals and stuff on them. Okay, so we need to, I guess, get this down. And it's got to thread the needle between these blocks. That's going to be tricky. We could just send it into the wall. What did I say? 180. So that needs to be a Mark III. Is that right? Right. I guess it doesn't really matter where we put it. It needs to fit. I guess we might as well just do it here, right? We'll try to fit windows where we can. So one thing about running belts through the wall is that unfortunately you end up covering up your windows. Why is that going out? Should be fixed. Mark III. What is going on? Oh, I built this the wrong way. This is... Right. These need to be turned around. I built this the wrong way. First time chat, Sean J. Dub, hello, welcome on in. Sorry if I missed your questions. Sometimes the game can be a little bit focused. I do read chat though, of course. Mergers, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That's 60 going here. And that's 120. And then this should be Mark 3. We could always run that lower too, if we needed to. Alright, so then each one of these gets fed this way. And this goes all the way down to 6, I think. Which has been marked on the floor. So then these two shall not be connected. That's how that's going to roll. And this should be Mark 3 the whole way down. And then we have to do the whole power thing. They're in the same spot on each one. Yeah. Doop. And whoops. That last one. Is it dark out? It is dark out. Nice. So I am going to take the opportunity to take a break right after I thank Cosmic Dancer for gifting a tier 1 sub to Obiville. Thanks ever so much, Cosmic. Really appreciate that. Obiville, if you want to connect your Discord and Twitch, you can join us in the Discord in between streams. Or now. I mean, there's people in there now, too. And if you're new to the channel, I take a break about once every hour. The nighttime in Satisfactory is when I normally time this because it's very dark. It's kind of hard to see stuff. So we'll sit here and I'll take a quick break. Cosmic is going to delay me by being ever so generous and sending a gift sub to Sean J. Dub as well. So again, Cosmic can help you out with getting your Twitch and Discord sorted out. Thanks so much, Cosmic. I really appreciate it. And when we come back, we're going to keep on working on some of those screws, and we will check our not constructors, manufacturers, to see how many of the computers and the heavy modular frames that we've got done. So yeah, I will be right back. Don't need the flashlight anymore. Let's zoop down here. Go check on our stuff. Thank you, Cosmic. Dragonfan, one of the things we're going to try to do on the stream is actually do a Lego build live on camera. We're going to... yeah, we got it linked right now to the 175. I might change that because we're down to 108 or 111, I think, now. I'd like to try to get that back up as a goal. 33, not bad. What are we? We're probably out of screws again, huh? Be my guess. Yeah. Yeah. Another 500 screws? No. More than that. And how's this doing? Fine. Computers was over here. Computers was over here. How many computers did we get? 5. Because we ran out of circuit boards? Oh, it takes 10 per. I thought it was 5. So we need to have this make some circuit boards, I think. We'll switch this up and we'll call this, let's take, oh wow. Put this back. Oh, that's going to be full. Nope. Oh, that's weird. Some of these away. Oh, they're just gonna have to go into storage. And what was I gonna do? Switch it up. Right, so now we need to change this to circuit boards, copper sheets, and plastic. So got 600. So yeah. 1, 2, 3. Moon manta. Cool. Cool. Tell your friends, Dragon Fan, that we're going to be doing the Lego Let's Chat. I treat it like, you know how some people just do Let's Chats where they just kind of hang out on camera and they talk with the stream? I treat the Lego Let's Chats like that, except for I obviously I spend the time talking with chat about all kinds of things. Let's take this to there. And guess we'll have to take this over here for now. We're gonna have to tidy this up eventually. That should allow us now to connect all of these. And then we have to do the exports. Now, what did I decide? Were they all coming down this one way? Yeah, they were all coming down this one way, weren't they? We want all of these mergers going right. Don't actually need one there. And these are by 15? No, 30 because there's going to be 2. Oh, so we actually do need one here then. Because it's going to be connected with one behind us. So that'll be 30 to there, 60 to there, switch to 90, 120, and then 150, 180, 210, 230, no, 210, yeah, 210, 240, 270, and then we have to go to the Mark IV. Big boy. And that means this is going to be a Mark IV. There. I'd love to play this, but lately I've had zero free time to do anything. I've been pushing because I really want to get ready for Update 5. Very seldom do I have an opportunity to play something when it first comes out. I generally have to wait until it's like on Xbox Game Pass or it's a later release, so it's cool to kind of be at the front end of things. This and Minecraft are the two games I'd seem to play like the new stuff when it comes out, right? And even with Minecraft, I tend to have to wait like a couple of days because I then have to think about like server stuff. Like, is it stable? Do we want to update the 4-year-old server to the new version of Minecraft? You know, we should do this backwards. So that's all those in there. How are we doing for power consumption? Oh, we're pushing close again. Production is only 1,500. I thought it was supposed to be 1,800. Maybe not. So here it should be pretty easy to set these up. And I'm doing this because I have the room, and I have to keep on reminding myself that this is like, this is the save that I get to play with, have some fun, do some neat stuff. Gotta say, that does look pretty cool. Plus, it's nice to be able to walk down a very clear passage and not have to, like, jump and maneuver your way through all of that, you know? Alright, so that should be all of those hooked up as well. We should be producing quite a lot of rods. Screenshot worthy, yeah. I wish I could figure out where they send the screenshots for the experimental build. I can't find it on my hard drive. I have to do like a Windows screenshot instead. So this is going to be going the other way. Again, I have to double check. So both of these are going to be fed by the same input, but I think we have to bring that in through the middle. So this is what's happening. We've got the export there. We've got the export on the edge here. That comes around in here. So the middle stuff, the plan was to bring it through here. Ladder. So dumb you can't bring the ladders down to the ground. I don't know why that is. So same thing here. These things all have to be faced the right way around. So that's going to be 30, 30, and 60. 60 and 60 into 120. And then that's going to be a Mark III. So that has to go here. And that does not line up the way that we want it to at all. So I might actually try and bring this down. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks right. Yeah. So I need to try and get that into the right space, and that doesn't line up, nor will that. So what if we curved it around? I'll take it. Oh no, is it too high? I can't tell if that goes down or if that's straight. I need to go upstairs and check. Fox, that's hilarious. I want one of those old SNES like emulators. I'd love to have one of those. I should have grabbed them when they had them out. Alright, so that's flat. That's not doing anything funky except for a weird angle that I don't like. But we could potentially fix that. By just doing this. Oh, I missed. Darn it. I guess the other question is, do we like... Do we like that squirrely... This kind of back around thing? Is that something we enjoy? It's excessive. I can't think of another way to do it, though. I mean, ultimately, the other way would be to just do it this way. Well, that's too low. Hold on. Why is that not working? Oh, maybe we can't do it that way. That'll make a decision for us, won't it? Yeah, that is, that's a tough call. Okay. Yeah, looks like that's how we have to do it. What games are you playing the most on the Super Mario, on the Classic? Before my Xbox Game Pass ran out the other day. I need to renew it. I thought I was going to try to grab a sale, but I might have to just go full price on it. And how far do you get lower before you turn around? Sorry, distracted by the Moon Manta here. Where'd you go? You don't start to get lower until I think you clear this building. Oh, maybe you don't. No. Oh, maybe. No, there's the dive. There's the dive back there. We'll have to be careful where we put the third floor. So I'm pretty sure that was right on the edge. Now hopefully after all this, we can actually do this. So I'm going to take the Mark III belts. There. Mark III, Mark III, Mark III, Mark III. Nice little feature in the open air, if we manage to keep this open air. Hopefully we can. And then we have to get down to the inputs for these guys, which are, mark our middle. So it's these two on my left and my right. Those are exports, so that's the middle there. But they're coming in on the wrong... Right, these aren't centered. So we should maybe change that. So what we need to do here is have the splitter go that way and that way. And then somehow hook them up so that we can get them all in here. It's going to be a little bit tight. Probably have to start at the top and go down. But it's probably doable. I just don't know where and how we want to do a little transition. I really want to keep this part straight. Although really, that would make the most sense to be able to nudge this sideways by a bit, right? It's not even a full foundation, it's only a half a foundation. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'd have to do it. We have to push it in farther. Can't do that there. So we'd have to find... Maybe we should go around instead of down the middle. We can't go this way, at least not in the current setup. We could bring that down lower. Because what we could do is just turn this whole thing sideways. But if that's the case, we could just run them down the middle here. This looks cool though. Because then we could have them both come in this way, and we could still split them. We would just split them both from the right. That, or we could combine them. Because all that would need to happen here is, well, I say all. Magically, I'd have to get in here and put in a foundation. It means deleting a couple of those, I think. I wish there was just a few more ways to like hang belts from the ceiling and do different stuff like that. It would make things a lot easier. I mean, for now, we could run them along the top of this. Like, we could have a lift from here connecting down to this. I would probably line them up in a different way. Yeah, tricky. Could use this old trick. And if we wanted to line up the conveyor lift, does that work? Lift. Yeah, that totally works. Have one a little bit higher than the other. That or a merger, maybe? That only does one belt, and then the other belt we'd have to do along the way. We could use conveyor poles. So that one, and then we'd have another one. I just don't like using these things. I think they're ugly. If I wasn't so keen on having the skylight here, then I would just run everything right down the middle here. I just have these two do a left-hand turn. Yeah, they do the job, but they're not the best design, I agree. I guess that makes sense. We would just have this go 1, 2, like that, and then this would connect here. And then we would just have to use this. This is 1, 2. It's weird that you can put them in that sort of situation, but Mark III. Can't tell if that is matching up or not. We don't have a choice. Looks like that's how it's gonna go. So we'll do this for now. I will, famous last words, I will try to revisit this and come up with a different way to do it. And then we'll just do another one of these down here somewhere, probably about here. And does that cause a problem? Yes, it does. Okay, so then we'll do this. And then that way we can take everything up top, which should be, this is 4, 2, 3, 4. And that just destroys any idea that we might have a window or something down here. Because we're going to have to run this all the way along the wall. Oh, do we want to go outside or inside? We're probably going to want to go outside, aren't we? Really limiting this side of the building, unfortunately. Ping 30 minutes. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yes, I do have to wrap this up soon. So I think what we'll do here is, rather than having it cause a problem, we can undo this. We can just send them straight through. It's very bright. And then from here, we can take, just take them along the inside, I guess. If we take them down low, it'll be a little bit easier. I don't remember how many of this things this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe? Might be right. I was right. Oh, nope, I was not. Mark 3. What is going on there? And then here is where we'll have to have the inputs. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For people wondering, the belts only go 6. So we need to go. Hopefully this will reach. Ha. Victory is mine. So then this will be right in the middle here, coming in on this end with just a Mark III. So I've crisscrossed them, but it should still work. And then I know what I have to do for the other one, but it's going to take a little bit of setting up, so we'll have to do that tomorrow. We've got a little bit of stuff to do while we wait for update 5 to hang out tomorrow. So you'll have to stay tuned. I will definitely post on Twitter. I won't just give a heads up in Discord. This one of the benefits of being in the Discord is I give a heads up whenever I stream or when I'm going to stream, like, you know, a couple hours ahead of time. I'm going to be watching the Coffee Stain dev stuff while I work, while I do other things. So that should help with me being able to know what time I need to do stuff. I'm also probably going to do a little bit of AFK here in between. 150, that sounds like a good number to me. So then we'll put those over here. We need 10 and I need 45, so I only need, oh no, 450. Yeah, we still need more of those. Plastic is the bottleneck. So hopefully we've got a lot more plastic. I'll have to make probably another run. I might do that off stream. Cool. Yes, we're going to raid. I think we're going to try to do a Satisfactory stream. Satisfactory stream raid. Not family friendly. That's fine. We'll just give everybody a heads up. So heads up, we're going to raid somebody that's not family friendly. Who is it, Cosmic, by the way? If you've enjoyed this, please leave a follow before you take off. You can join me tomorrow to stream and enjoy the update 5. We're going to be exploring all the new stuff. We'll probably watch the trailer together as well. And you can listen to a couple of podcasts I do in the meantime. There is the Spawn Chunks, brand new episode out today. And we are also going to be recording an episode of the Citadel Cafe this week on Wednesday, hopefully. It is the last week of the month, so I believe that's myself and Alistair, if I can get a hold of him and see what his schedule is like. And that will be published on the citadelcafe.com. Really, you can listen to my podcast wherever you get a podcast download. And check out Patreon. It's a great way to support the stream. Thank you, Cosmic, for all of the gift subs today. Thank you to everyone else that has been subbing and joining in. I really, truly appreciate the support. And it means that I get to stream during the week, like tomorrow when there's a cool event like the Update 5 launch for Satisfactory. So we are going to raid Extraordinary, and hopefully you enjoy their stream. I'm not familiar, but I will take Cosmic's word for it. Have a wonderful evening, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. And check Twitter at Joel Duggan and the Discord for times, probably about mid to late afternoon. Bye for now.